in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, Kimby, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, they sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Gibson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Wright's got it. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The slot man in motion right.
Fourth down, Howell. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Powell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Powell out of the shotgun.
This is complete to Hawkins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Eagles at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners is 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd down, Gibson.
That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Gibson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Eagles. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gibson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gibson. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. Gibson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
30, 10, 5.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Gibson. And my goodness, another interception.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
He sets to fire deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collins.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
They go play action with Howell.
Dancing to his left.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Slot man moves right.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Howell down to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Howell from the gun.
Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Going deep here for Watkins. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
On third down, Gibson
targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Here's Allen. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Looking to throw. Gibson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Hawkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Flushed out right. He finds Riddick complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
To throw on 2nd down, Gibson. He's got Allen.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up, because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Gibson. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
60 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Howell.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Washington,
the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.